Sorry about that. My chair is rolling over cables. Um, there's three things that we need to watch. The NetEase game show thing is first. So I'm gonna pull that up here. Okay. So before we do that, I'm just going to put marker NetEase games. And I'm also going to update the title to Summer Best Leftovers. Okay. Done on that. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna do the Summer Game Fest leftovers, starting with NetEase. Let's see. All right. Oh no. Man, VR getting too realistic. Once human, eh?
Hello everyone and welcome back to IGN Summer of Gaming. Today, IGN has partnered with NetEase Games to provide an in-depth look at Once Human, a new weird survival game coming to PC. The opening of a mysterious silver door unleashed a catastrophe onto this world, forever changing the course of human history. Over the next 30 years, the last remnants of humanity are struggling and nearing extinction, until you arrived. Little by little, you'll gather resources in your struggle to survive and heal the land from the otherworldly terrors. No spoilers, but I'm digging the weird fiction aspect of this trailer, along with a more than winking nod to a cosmic horror author. But enough teasing. This is Once Human.
Okay. All right. Well then. Okay. Well, you can hunt bears and shit. Doesn't this look like another game? Oh, this looks very familiar to me. Like, very familiar. I was even worse, but I took some green goo and I got better. What's that one game everybody's making a big deal about? The planet exploring one? Shit. I can't remember the name of it. That's what that reminds me of. That's what Once Human reminds me of. Also a little bit of Last of Us.
Here to dive in deep on Once Human is Victoria Pengson, Senior Game Designer over at NetEase Games. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm a developer from the Once Human team. I'm in charge of putting together the big world of the game, designing levels and environments, as well as developing non-player characters and their background stories.
Once Human is a new weird survival game. But what is new weird?
Well, New Weird is a
What is new
literature
weird?
and
Is
film
that
genre that
literally what they're calling
emerged
the
in the
genre?
mid-20th
New
century,
weird.
and it features unexplainable, incomprehensible horror, which is
Is
related
that
to
a new
cosmic
genre?
horror,
New
some
weird?
urban myth, and sci-fi stories.
Like
A good
Returnal and
living
Returnal,
example
that
of
was
this
the name of the
genre
game.
could be the SCP Foundation database that is quite popular these days online.
New
And we did to
weird.
some extent get
Oh
inspired
man,
by
I can't
it.
wait for the latest
I love
new weird
This
horror
already sounds
game.
amazing. But what's unique about Once Human, and what separates
God.
it from other survival games?
Once Human features a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has fallen
Why
after
not?
the havoc
Yeah.
of Stardust. We have players named Beyonders in the game, and they have to face the threats of the unknown horror. In our game, survival is of highest priority to the players. Besides collecting resources and building their own shelters for survival, players have to craft and strengthen weapons and equipment to involve in intense fighting against both aberrant monsters and fellow human
I mean, it looks
enemies.
cool, but I'm not gonna play
We have
this.
bosses named
Like
the
straight
Great
up.
Ones in our game. They are cunning, unfathomable, and
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't
devious in
really
their
care about all
poses.
she's talking about.
Inspired by all of there's adventures coming into
Sorry, lady, but I don't care.
and there is all these like and attracted or serial your potent higher with an different level more you are recommended.
How much of this is Once Human?
And there's a element that the IGPT we call the behaviors.
Jesus Christ. Is this all for one game? Are they showing nothing else?
Fiction roots of Once Human is IGN's Brian Altano and Max Scoville.
Oh no, this is all for one fucking
Weird
game.
fiction is a subgenre of supernatural and horror fiction that dates back to the 19th century and is still enjoyed to this very day.
That's right. Authors like Robert W. Chambers and H.P. Lovecraft breathed
Is it
life
just-
into the subgenre.
Is it just Once Human?
From evil.
It's all Once Human, isn't it? It's all for this one fucking game. It's literally all for this one fucking game. Well, NetEase, that was useful. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Well, that one's done. Let's see what else we got here. Freedom Games. Let's hope this one's better. In fact, let me just go ahead and just do this real quick. All right, let's see if Freedom Games is better. We might get through these really quick if they're all about one game. Okay. All right. Freedom Games, show me what you got. This one's a little longer, so. Oh, I still have it muted. Oops. Not gonna lie, IGN, your summer of gaming already looking not that great.
Welcome back to IGN's Summer of Gaming. The festivities continue tomorrow, but right now, we'd like to let the good times roll. Freedom Games is a publisher founded in 2020 that was built on the very notion of partnership, supporting independent developers and helping them get their games made. In partnership with Freedom Games, IGN is proud to present a showcase of all the upcoming games they've got in the works. Enjoy.
It was always a dream to, well, make a video game. I guess everyone wants to do that.
You really want to make fictional worlds. You really
Okay.
want to make your own universe.
So we decided to leave everything.
What started off as kind of a passion project turned into having a small staff and full funding.
There's a lot of firsts here in this project.
We knew it was like kind of way more than we could handle, but if we just work hard and put our minds to it and make the game we want to make, we think we can be super successful.
Okay, games. All right. Xenomon? What is that weird thumb person? What the hell? World premiere.
Good Heavens is a cozy open-world sandbox crafting
Good
game
heavens.
with procedural map generation and storytelling. The player's goal is to improve their base and character while exploring a rich world with different biomes, races, cultures, and cities. We offer a unique dynamic class system for co-op multiplayer, enabling various playstyles. It's possible to play a game as a fighter, farmer, cook, miner, trader, or even as a card player. Each player in multiplayer can play individually within the team.
Okay.
Some of them are exploring, slaying monsters, and doing quests from the cities. Others are building the base, farming and taming animals. Traders are building roads.
So basically how I play Minecraft, exploring and doing quests,
The team events
gathering.
gather the team together. Slaying a boss or organizing a beer festival can be team events. The world of Good Heavens is created procedurally. Moreover,
Good
the
heavens.
races, the cities, and
Look
their
at the
cultures,
time.
Also, the history of the city with its neighbors and their behaviors are procedural as well. Players might come across wild combinations. A town of nudist elves are radical and aggressive as part of their behavior, so they're attacking anyone who enters their town
Nudist
with
elves.
their clothes on. Another random combination could be BDSM-loving vampires or hippie werewolves. It's a comedy
The
game,
fuck?
and we do everything with that in mind. Once we create the world with its towns, cultures, and history, the world will start interacting with itself. The cities will start
Yes,
evolving
do they have
according to
cat
their
girls?
cultures and their respective
This is an important
technology.
question.
They trade with other cities and harness resources
That
from
needs
their
answers,
environment.
game.
If the player gives them the tech, they will continue their evolution. They will make new buildings. With those buildings, they will make new weapons. And eventually, they will attack their rival city and destroy it. A single action by the player can lead to enormous outcomes. If you're watching this, then it means we want you on board as well. So jump in. What are you waiting for?
Good heavens. Looks pretty neat.
I would say that it's an endless comedy engine that you can play forever. You can play Good Heavens in a casual way or in a hardcore way. It's up to you. The game has a massive scale map. We have different biomes and we have different resources and animals and monsters on each of these biomes. And we have also this NPC and cities layer on top of this. So you can build your own base. You trade between those cities and you try to find a balance in this world in the end. And every time you restart the game, there is a new challenge waiting for you. Some of them start as a
They just showed off a game called Good Heavens. It's a game that basically it's a multiplayer game that you play with other people. Everybody has like a role, like you could be a farmer or you know a quest gatherer, stuff like that.
Culture is requiring to evolve.
There's random races, like they showed like the nudist elves and the BDSM vampires.
Improve your base, improve
So,
your character.
yeah.
So you kill some monsters, you hunt for some animals, and you craft some things for your base and yourself. And every time you restart the game, you find that these races and cultures are different from the previous game. And there's some kind of a new story in between them. That's the procedural part of the game. These cities will have different ambitions, they will have different relationships with each other, and you will find different quests in each time
It's interesting.
you restart the game. It enables you to tell different stories every time you restart the game. I mean, we don't want a linear game that's the same every time you play. I mean, the magic of procedural generation is to give you a different challenge.
Eats
every
breakfast
time.
corn dog in
So,
confusion
you're
yet
building your
intrigued.
character, and you might try to build
You're doing like a
farmer character, for example, or a warrior.
You're doing like
character,
like
trader character.
one of those
Starting
like
with,
keep staring
biomes,
and slowly eat
each
things
of
like
these biomes can hold different races, and each of these races can have different cultures. Depending on those cultures, they have different buildings and classes in those cities. So those guys you can trade with, take quests from, and just go into some dialogues with them and try to find out about the rest of the world. So depending on how you start the game, a single player or 3-player or 7-player, the difficulty of the game will change. Our procedural generation works quite
All
well.
right.
I was afraid that it wouldn't be.
But I am happy we're seeing your game, but let's get to the trailers. Oh, speaking of, Symphony of War.
Legends tell of a golden time in years past of great clashes, heroes, and
Well,
triumphs.
this is made in RPG Maker. I already recognize the tile set and everything. If it's not, they use the gold. They use the tile set. I think this is RPG Maker. Yeah. It looks like they're using a custom engine in it, which is good.
Hey everybody, Phil, lead designer for Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga. 6 years ago, we set out to create a brand new strategy RPG series, and today we're finally ready to announce the first title's official launch date. And that launch date is right now, today. Please go check it out at the Steam store. RPG fans, we think you're going to love this one. I want to send out a special thank you to everyone who's followed and supported our development along the way, and to everyone who gives it a try. We hope you enjoy playing it as much as we enjoy creating it.
I'll take a look at it.
My name is Phil, and I am the co-founder of Dancing Dragon Games. Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga, is the first in a strategy game series that we are developing. It is a political war drama. Your protagonist is an Imperial Army officer. Some shocking events happen. You get framed for murder. You have to clear your name. There's so many twists and turns, and you saving the world, as you do in these games. I love to tinker. I love to experiment. I want to be able to set this up and then auto-battle. I want to have a little bit more automation, and Symphony of War delivers that exactly. It's turn-based, and the bulk of your micromanagement is done.
I like less auto-battling.
Or a chapter in a home-based sequence.
I like having control over the
I
combat.
love that. In the home-based phase, you will be able to buy stuff, and that's, hire conscripts or mercenaries. You can buy artifacts at the shop. You'll be able to tech up. You can go into the support conversations and have the characters interact with each other, react to the events of the world. You can do friendships, bonds, which is love and romance, and family. Tactical phase is the other half. Your squads that you've built are plopped down into a map. Boom, that's my army, that's my setup. It's beautiful. Mission go. So we've got open terrain, which includes your
Yeah, I
plains,
know
your roads,
exactly.
your grasslands,
You know what? I agree with that,
and
Sugar.
you've got your rough terrain, what's your woods, your swamp, your townscapes. You have your squads, and you've painstakingly made their formation, chosen their class, chosen their leader, their traits, their artifacts, and you send them in, and you go, and then you sit back and watch. The enemy is pretty clever in this game, I gotta say. Hats off to my programmer for that. So, I love the classes. There's heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, light infantry, archery, firearms, magicians.
Again, this is going to be more chatting about the game. Oh, what's this? Chicken. The chicken has ascended. Retreat to Inan.
There was a time when we forgot.
Uh-oh,
who we
another
are.
survival game.
We were ungrounded and destroyed our world in the name of greed. But now, we remember. We remember that we are not in control of nature, but we are part of it. The world is our healer.
Yep.
And we are
Crafting survival game.
We are grounded by the air we
God, there's
breathe
so many of these.
and seek balance with nature. We are not separate from the universe. We are an awareness of ourselves. of sand, every forgotten star in the night sky, and every ray of life-giving energy is part of us. You are here to survive, and you are here to find this wisdom. There is a stillness waiting for you. Go and find it. Retreat to NN.
August 5th. Oh, it's coming to console in 2023. Ugh. But only PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
My name is Justin Hosford. I'm the founder.
Don't care.
Brains.
Don't care about your game. Sorry.
So,
Don't care. Sorry I'm doing this to you, but I don't care about your game. Oh. Now the chicken's got moves. Broken Pieces. Okay, what's this game?
If you find this tape, I beg you, listen to it carefully. My name is Elise. I recently settled in the village of St. Exel.
That's a chicken
a
dance.
Quiet and isolated place near the sea. But during the annual fair, something happened. Armed troops attacked the village and tried to kidnap us all. I barely escaped, only to wake up completely alone. Stuck inside this place that doesn't feel like home anymore.
What do you know? Another survival game.
I am starting to lose all sense of reality. While I was investigating the village, I discovered a deeply rooted sickness. When I started to sink into its abyss,
Maybe survival horror, though?
I was finally able to see more clearly. Because even if this place is constantly challenging me, it also keeps pushing me to question everything. If by chance anybody is listening, please come help me. I'm not going to last much longer. It's now or never.
Okay. Let's hear a little bit of what the dev
Hello,
has to say.
I'm New, the studio director of Elsewhere Experience, the studio behind Broken Pieces. I am also the sound designer and audio director for the game. Broken Pieces is a game that's set in a coastal village in France. It's an adventure game where you play a character named Elise. There's like some kind of paranormal phenomena that are happening inside the village, and she cannot escape.
Oh, so it's like Silent Hill.
Our goal for the game was to really catch the attention of the player.
It's kinda neat.
To do so, we had to do something inside a world that's feeling very real, something that's tangible. You try and make the player believe in something, and then you switch their perspective. If everything is very realistic, then when you have things that are paranormal, they meet in the crosspoint with the realism. The player would question at first and then integrate inside its perspective of the world. What we really wanted the player to feel is the anxiety and loneliness that the main character Elise is feeling. Loneliness, it's a difficult sensation to communicate. There's actually only one character inside the game. You don't talk with anybody, you don't interact with other people. You don't have music. When you want to play music, you actually have to use the tape player inside the game. And I think that's what life is about too. Sometimes you listen to music because you want to break this loneliness. Because there's so many moments where you don't have music. You have to have this constant soundscape of what's surrounding you. We did a lot of recording where we live, and we really wanted it to be present. All the environment were done by my associate Benoit. He drew most of his references from the region we live in and from the places we see every day. old architecture surrounding us that are not seen a lot inside the video game industry.
Okay. It's
We
just
are
more
very
talking about the
huge
game.
fan of puzzle games, of course, and puzzle are very
Damn it.
very interesting because they give
No,
you
I didn't
the
want to go to full
opportunity
screen.
to insert story inside it.
It seems a lot like Silent Hill. Oh.
Hi everybody and welcome aboard. I'm Stefano, co-owner of Stellax Software, and this is our project, a minimalistic narrative game called Monorail Stories in a modern day
Monorail
pixel art
Stories,
setting.
okay.
So what's the game about? Well, the game will star two different protagonists, Sylvie and Amal, who live in different cities and travel each day on the same monorail, but they never meet because they travel at different times and opposite directions. Along the way they will meet different people and make different choices, but they don't know they are sharing a common story, because what one character does on his route has consequences on the route of the other character. So every choice the player makes will have repercussions.
Oh,
which
okay.
will bring the player to a different story and to a completely different end.
That's cool.
What does this game have to offer? Well, so first, the game has a story mode with branching storylines and multiple endings, but we also want to offer something new and not common in this kind of games. So we decided to add an innovative asynchronous multiplayer mode, where what one player does on his turn will impact how the story plays out for the other player. And last but not least,
So it has Twitch integration? That's kind of neat.
Story mode with new contents added regularly. Okay, that was it. Thank you for traveling with us, and I hope you enjoyed this short first ride on the monorail.
See? Short and sweet. That's all you need.
I'm Stefano, welcome aboard. I am co-owner of Stellax Software, very small husband and wife game studio. My wife's, she's artistic director for the game, and this is our project, a minimalistic narrative video game called Monorail Stories in a modern day pixel art setting. So the game will start to different protagonists, Sylvie and Amal.
Okay, you're just reiterating what you said before, dude. Monorail Stories. All right, cool. That actually looks really cool. I want to try that. Oh no, he fell asleep off ice fishing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Monster Tribe. Okay. Back monsters. Of how our biggest concern is chicken. Not the games. It's all about chicken. The bad, I can't remember what it's the most movies. Yeah. I love how I literally said that too as a This looks interesting, but I'm not really a fan of open world games. Same brain cell, yeah. We could start a new animal humanoid tribe. Nice.
My name is Reese. I'm the creator of Boundless Games.
Sorry, Reese, I have no interest in your game. Oh. This one I do have interest in, though. Neon Blight. Goop. Angry Goop. Oh, split six shooter. Breakfast finished. I hope you had a good breakfast. Beyond Blight. Comes out July 11th.
My name is Enrique. I'm a solo dev for Neon Blight, which is a small cyberpunk game that I've been creating for the past 4 years. It's been a huge passion project that I've built since I was 17. I describe Neon Blight as somewhat Metroidvania and roguelike.
Oh, you lost me.
Weapons, solid. Few storms. I was incredible.
You said the 2 words I don't want to hear in a game reveal. Ooh. Ooh. That's all odds. Ooh. This looks fun. Oh, this reminds me of Doritos Crash Course. Multiplayer modes. Oh shit. This looks amazing. I want to play this. It's very good. Fabulous corn dogs essentially. Sausage and pancake batter. I love it. Wow. Ooh, you could build your own ones too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want to play this. This looks awesome. Again, reminds me of Doritos Crash Course. If you guys didn't play that, it's a free 360 game. Doritos Crash Course. There's also a sequel, but the sequel, you have to buy stuff to play more levels. 2D Fall Guys. Yeah, kind of. But this, like I said, this reminds me more of Doritos Crash Course, which is an awesome game. Gets all odds. All right. I'm in.
I first started getting into games probably about 7 or 8 years old, tinkering around with game engines. I started putting games on the web, flash games and things like that. I always liked the idea of really silly deaths, characters getting blown to bits in like a cartoony way. It's usually an area of frustration, but when you can see your character's head just flying up and blood's going everywhere, it's like, you just got nothing but humour there. I came up with the idea of having like a Ninja Warrior / Total Wipeout death competition. I was actually working 2 jobs at the same time as developing the game. I'd have all these fantastic ideas while I was there. You know, I'd be on the checkout just thinking about Slaughter League, and then by the time I get home, I'd just like, we ended up deciding that it would be best if I worked full-time on the game. This game, it sounds corny, but it's changed my life in that way. Whereas no other game had before. It's just flipped my life to where I want it to be. So to finally be able to do this as a job is just insane. I love it.
All right. It's against all odds. Definitely will check that out. Oh, chicken's watering his plant. Oh, we got a cow now. Uh-oh. Foot into a barrel. Some kind of crafting game. Yep. Knew it. These things are so predictable these days. God. It's like one of these games did successful, so now everybody has to make one. Let's get some original ideas, people. MXC most extreme challenge. Don't get eliminated. Yeah. I mean, I like that it has a sci-fi twist, but it's like, yeah. You can cook. Naturalist combat, okay. Synth corn. Oh god. Okay. This might be more original than I thought. One lonely outpost. Okay.
I've always thought
that I would be good at making video games. My mom just sent me a picture of a drawing I did when I was like 8 as a child. I thought I was
Oh. Oh, chicken. Oh. Metroidvania, calling it. Metroidvania game. The chicken is your serotonin. Yep, knew it. When you can call the genre of the game in the first few seconds. I think we've seen this one before, though, because this looks familiar. I mean, it looks cool, but, like, not gonna play it. And factoring in space. Yeah. They just couldn't do 10 years. It's only a 9-year curse. And Years of Shadows. All right. Oh, hey, more of this game. Sweet. Now, this game I'm interested in. Somewhat. Ugh. It'll hydrate. You got it. Last of my water. Humanities. Oh man, that's not like DayZ, is it?
You're also the lead game designer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, after this, I'm opening my door, even though I'm streaming, because it is really warm in my room. Oh. Come on, chicken, you can do it. Sands of Aura. Okay.
Talamel is in its twilight. The sands have buried its kingdoms. Corruption unburies its subjects.
Overturn Delicious. Twin Thorns update. New island to explore. Oh, is this a game that's already out? Okay. New enemy types. Alright. Diablo-ass game. Interesting. Okay. The Wilgrim twins. Okay. Sands of Aura. All right. Available now. Okay. Looks kind of neat. I like a good dungeon crawler from time to time.
fascistic. Gee, the ancient nation kind of from over there, from the letter, but kind of all the dark story of and that's MMOs that custom the rearmed with very back up forward.
There's got to be at least one more game. Yep. Wait, chicken. Chicken has an NES, or is that a? He playing video game. Was that it? Oh wait, no. Anime. Holy fuck. Okay. Pupper. Tyrant's Blessing. Okay. Tactical RPG. Pupper. If you could not pet the dog in this game, I'm going to be very upset. Look at him hide in the water. Look at him. Pupper makes this game. You can get a panda? Tyrant's Blessing. All right, cool. Cute girl, magical girl, dragon. Oh. What's this? This reminds me of a couple of shows I used to watch on YTV. Oh god, is this Dracula game? Are you Dracula? What in the Don't Starve? Yeah. Oh, maybe this is part of Don't Starve. No, it's different. Voltaire, the vegan, what? The vegan vampire? Oh my god. The vegan vampire. Oh my fucking god. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. This is Avatar or something? Are you an Avatar man? Ugh. Terracotta? Hmm. Oh. What is this now? Immersive. Ugh. I want to suck your squash. Yeah. Literally. In-depth combat system. Okay, kind of neat. Oh, it's another deck building one. Survival. Okay. Oh boy, another one of these. Ugh. It's too much. I feel bad for these devs, but it's too much. They're doing Mars pretty much. Okay. You are a hunk. Blood and zombies, huh? Oh, okay. Looks kind of neat. I think that I saw Witcher. Did I miss that? Adopt a monster. Okay. Features your game. Okay. It's features for the adopt. Okay. Oh, Koromon. That Pokemon-esque game. Hmm. Is that it for Freedom Games? There's so much stuff we didn't see. Oh, this is the sizzle reel. Airborne Kingdom. Okay. Anuchard. Cat Cafe Manager. That game is so cute. Koromon. Pokemon spinoff. Pokemon, like... Koromon looks interesting. We will adopt one Slime Wolf. Okay. Oh, you can play game.
For me, playing games is like building memories. We're pouring our passion into this game, and it motivates me.
Making the game, it just feels like this.
There's so many
surreal
cool looking indie games.
I come from a background that has nothing to do with video game development, and now it's my entire life and my new career.
Yay, Freedom Games Chicken. Okay. So guys, before we start the new one, I love indie devs too, Sugar. I really do. There's always creative ideas. I know I was complaining that a lot of stuff was looking the same there, but they always have the most creative ideas. So yeah, definitely like that. Before I start the next one, guys, I'm gonna open my door a bit because it is toasty in here. See what people can do when they're given the freedom they need. Yeah, exactly. And it gives me the motivation to actually put forth, take my own game, to get back into game development. I gave up game development back in 2007. So, in fact, a game I'll be playing soon, I'm a part of, because I just received my copy of it and it's out now. Kaikokuji no Sensei, which I'll probably show the trailer at the end of this. Okay, we got one more of these guys, and then we're done. Well, that's really loud. We've got the Future of Play Direct. It's about 30 minutes. Before I start this off, just going to do that. Okay. Oh. want to get into game development because it's becoming very clear to me. I want a monster rancher to come back and just do it himself. Sugar, what I will say is after seeing some of your art, artists are very much needed in game development right now. So like, if you ever want to collaborate on something, come find me. Okay. I'm on Discord. You can find me. Because I can do the programming. I need artists. That's my problem. And art is not cheap. So finding somebody who is willing to take a risk on a game and be like, I'll do some stuff, that's so much. That's so helpful. I need to make some game plans though to show people that I'm serious. So one of these days. Your art's very good, by the way, Sugar. Yeah. No, I understand that. I'm not even that great of a programmer. I just happen to know a few, so. But anyways, let's watch the Future of Play Direct. See what they got.